how have the last 6 months been, and how confident do you feel going into the next three, over Christmas, but over the next six, over 12? And really, what do you want to achieve in that time as well?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. I think the last time we spoke, where I was like, oh, I've got about a month or 6 weeks to go. What I really wanted to focus on was just, all right, get to the gym, like smash it out, like let's keep increasing the weights. And I think like I've really been able to do that now. So like a lot of the habitual sort of stuff, I think I've easily kind of integrated into my day or integrated into my week. So like now being able to just focus on the gym, I think I've really been able to do that quite successfully, and I'm like super happy with how I've progressed. Yeah, I think like moving over into the like next couple of months, getting busy with Christmas and stuff. I don't think I'm as worried as I thought I would be, like about like falling off the rails or anything, because I had busy periods already, like during the
Yeah,
program, like when I moved houses and stuff, and
exactly.
even with that, I was like, I didn't like fully like fall off the rails.
Yeah,
So I was really, I think if anything, like throughout the whole thing, I think that's probably was like the biggest test for me.
yeah,
And the fact that I was able to like stay consistent and all that during that time, like really showed me that like the program has really taught me how to integrate things into whatever I'm doing, whatever might be coming up. So yeah, I'm not like scared of Christmas at all. And I think there's also, as I've sort of said to Sarah, there's that like mindset change as well. That like if I do have a day where maybe I drink a bit or don't stick to the nutrition, or like that's actually okay, and just next day get up and do it again.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
that's
and
probably
that's
the biggest.
it. That's yeah, that's it. Why do you think that that has been the case then? Like that,
Well,
yeah,
I think like because before all of this, I would go into those sort of mindsets where if I had like I'm just gonna call it like a bad day, then I would just like give up for like the next 2 weeks, be like, well, fuck it, there's no point, and then it would take me like another 2 weeks to get back into the cycle, and then that's why I wasn't really seeing results beforehand, and why like it just was like 2 years, 3 years of just doing absolutely nothing. So I think like having that reminder from you guys, and I know like that's a big part of like your philosophy and Sarah's, and just having that like drilled into me, I think it's definitely worked.
yeah,
So I'm really happy with that.
yeah. And what would you say, is there something next for you? Like, are you actually trying to achieve a new goal, or is it more just being incredibly happy with where you're at and maintaining that? Because I think that is huge growth in itself.
Yeah, I think that is it. Like, when I first like my goal was never like, oh, I want to like compete in a bodybuilding comp or run a marathon or anything like that.
Yeah,
I think, and yeah, I think like if I think about like what it was that I was like struggling with beforehand, um, I definitely think I've really worked hard, and you guys have been great to like get me to a point where that's not so much of a struggle anymore. So I guess what my goal would be is just to continue with that mindset and not, and just in like continue to just love what I'm doing and where I'm at. Um, yeah, I was never really one to be like, I just want to be like shredded all the time and be
yeah,
massive. But I was just like, my thing was like consistency and discipline. Like those were like my big things. And I definitely think like I've I've really done like a 180 since the very start of things. Like the fact that I'm even like still after like 6 months going to the gym on a weekly basis, like I don't think I've ever like stuck to something for like 6 months
yeah.
like that, like from a fitness sense.
Have
Um,
you, I know you're doing, and you have been doing so well in your role. You're even talking to me now about like, hey, potentially doing some consulting work in the future as well, which is awesome. Have you seen this journey, because we haven't, helped you when it comes to your job, obviously, or
yeah,
anything other than that, outside of work, but like, how have you seen this health and fitness transformation implement itself into other aspects? And that could be work, that could also be like
yeah,
social, like confidence, like where else have you seen it have some, like, I guess, compounding results?
yeah. I think one of the biggest things, and I've said it like almost like all the time in my check-ins, is like the way like I'm feeling just like energized. So like take fitness and like how I look out of it, and like gym performance out of it, just like being able to like come to work and not by midday just feel like absolute shit. Um, Not like be able to just do a full day of work and feel good, and not have to go home and just crash and do nothing. And that I like put that down to like really prioritizing like drinking water, my sleep, and then like also eating like actual real food. And I really
Yeah.
think that that's like allowed me to actually have the energy that I need. So I'm sure it has like had an impact on like my performance at work. Like no one's come up and said, "Oh, you're like you're doing better" or anything, but like
Yeah.
I feel good,
Yeah.
feel energized, and yeah,
So good. So,
yeah.
and I guess for you as well, like as we review the last 6 months, what feedback do you have, both positive as well as negative potentially, or constructive, maybe is a better word instead of saying negative.
And I'm honestly not saying this to like puff you up or anything, but I don't know what negative there is because I've been like so happy with it. Like
Mm.
I think like my results speak for themselves. I don't know how much better I could have done. Like
Yeah.
I I feel so good. I think I look really good. I'm getting like compliments like daily. I don't know what else you guys could have done better because whatever
It's so
whatever
good.
you've done, like
Yeah.
in
When
terms of
you
what I think, in terms of what I think, like you guys have done like really well. I loved the fact that like you guys, I think I told you like beforehand, I had mates who had online coaches,
yeah.
and like one thing that they told me about was like if they didn't like, I don't know, maybe say they had a week where they weren't like great, they would like chastise them. And I feel like, if there was ever a week where I maybe like let things go a little bit or wasn't 100%, I didn't get that from you guys. Were like really understanding. I think you guys both like approach this with like really open mind and really understanding of your client. So I've really enjoyed that. I think the other thing that you guys do really well is that sort of sense of community that you've really tried to build. I don't know if that's normal, if like other coaches do that, but from what I can see with what you guys have done, I've really liked that. And it's just good to like know that you go through these sort of things and you're not the only person that goes through those sort of things. So I really think the community is good from that
Yeah.
perspective.